Hello and welcome to another edition of Word in the Burg. I'm Mayor Eric Pappenfuss, and today's a very special anniversary for us. This is our 25th show. 4 years, 25 shows. I hope you've enjoyed them. Looking forward to continuing them well into the future. And today's topic is the 2017 Holiday Parade, which will be coming up November 18th, Saturday at noon. We want all of you to come. I have three very special guests today. We are joined first by Margaret Delmonico, who is the Public Relations Director for PSECU, our longtime sponsor of the Holiday Parade. We also have Todd Vanderwoody, who's the Executive Director of the Downtown Improvement District, another sponsor of the parade and longtime partner with the city. Good to see you, Todd. And Elise Panko, who is with Harristown as the Manager of Community Development for Harristown. Good to see you, Elise.
You too, thank you.
Well, let's get right to it, and we'll start with you, Margaret. PSECU has been a longtime sponsor of the parade. Tell us a little bit more about PSECU and why it's important to sponsor such a wonderful holiday event.
Well, PSECU is the largest credit union in Pennsylvania, and we're based here in the Harrisburg area, cover members, though, throughout the Commonwealth. And we have been a partner with the city of Harrisburg for a long time on the Harrisburg Holiday Parade. I've walked and marched in several of them myself. And we have a strong sense of corporate social responsibility, and this is such a wonderful event for the families in the region to come and celebrate the start of the holiday season.
And I couldn't agree with you more. One of the great ways to start the holiday season is to bring people together from throughout the region in Harrisburg, celebrating the holidays and experiencing a parade. There's nothing which says holiday season like a parade. But this year, we have some major prizes in store, courtesy of PSECU. And for the last several years, we have had an arrangement whereby celebrity judges have determined the finest marching bands and the finest steppers in the region. So can you tell us a little bit about the prizes and trophies that we'll be having this year?
Absolutely, pleased to do that. The prize money is significant. The first place prize is $1,500.
Wow.
The second place prize is $1,000 and third place is $500, and those are for the marching bands. And you, I believe, have 6 bands registered so far, and they come not only from the local region, but a little bit expanded from that. I mean, you have Central Dauphin, you have Harrisburg, Bishop McDevitt, and Steelton Highspire. And I understand you also have Shippensburg and an area that I come from when I was a child, Hazleton.
That's right. I mean, they're coming from all over.
Yes, they are. I mean, that's...
and who wouldn't want to compete for such a significant prize? That can go a long way in a school band's programming.
And that's why we wanted to put our resources behind the prize money, and because we do believe it can benefit those schools and their band program. And the bands will be judged on, of course, the overall sound, because you love to hear the bands coming down the street, and how they stay in formation, and their synchronicity in their stepping, and the overall performance. And you do have some celebrity judges this year,
yes,
for not just the bands, but also for the dancing and the step and the drill teams. Now, they will be judged on their creativity of the performance, their coordination, and again, how they stay in formation and interaction with the audience.
Well, that's really exciting. I mean, those are significant awards, and a great opportunity for our young people to sort of come out and compete in a friendly way. And if you're thinking about coming down, the parade route is going to follow the same path it did last year. It'll come up Market Street to 2nd Street, turn down 2nd Street, pass in front of City Hall, go all the way down Restaurant Row, all the way down to Pine Street, turn down Pine Street, back to Front Street, then go along Front Street and Riverfront Park, and then back over to City Island. So it's an exciting parade route. There's no bad place to be. I guess if you want to get close to the judges panel, you can see the actual routine that will be judged by the judges. So again, just find a place where you and your family is comfortable on the parade route, and plan to stay and have a wonderful time. So thank you. I'm going to turn to Todd and say, Todd, the Downtown Improvement District has always been a great supporter of this holiday parade. What's your favorite aspect of it, and why do you see it as so important?
Well, I think it gives us a great opportunity to show off downtown Harrisburg and all the things that we have here to offer. And I think as people come downtown early to get in place for the parade and the parade route to get their favorite spots, I think a lot of times they'll go to Dunkin' Donuts for a cup of coffee, or Little Lamps in Strawberry Square to grab a cup of coffee. A new addition this year is Anna Rose that just opened this summer. They're going to have a special kiosk that's going to have cupcakes and all their delicious goodies there right on 2nd Street. So that's going to be nice.
And if you don't know Anna Rose, it's a place to get
Great.
gourmet donuts at a reasonable price, and I recommend the maple bacon. Do you have a favorite? A favorite donut?
I do like the maple bacon. Okay. That's great, especially this time of year.
Yes.
So that's fantastic. So, and then we have a lot of other things also. A lot of the stop by Pita Pit, grab a pita. Palumbo's, grab a piece of pizza. The new Provisions grocery store in Strawberry Square is fantastic if you haven't had the opportunity to go there yet. Also, the Whitaker Center will be open after the parade, and Gamut Theater actually kicks off their holiday special shows that weekend. So a lot of happenings downtown. And a little something for everyone.
Yeah, Provisions, the new grocery store in Strawberry Square. You can get bulk candy, you can get bulk granola, you can get bulk trail mix. So if you're coming down with your family, maybe park and go there and load up on some supplies. That'll keep you entertained during the parade, and then afterwards you can go out to dinner in one of the many fine restaurants that are downtown. Yeah. And that's what it's about. It's about shopping local, supporting the local community and business community. But Todd, tell us a little bit about the balloons. I understand we've got some incredible balloons this year.
The balloons this year, Mayor, are very, very nice. We actually have a company doing them from Oceanside, California this year called Big Events Incorporated, and they've had balloons that have been featured really kind of all over the world just this year. New Zealand, Europe, Canada, Mexico, and of course all over the United States. Of course, the balloons are always the favorites of the families and the kids. One of the balloons we're going to have is a 23-foot gingerbread man, which stands over 3 stories tall. So if you can imagine that going downtown here. Took over 100 square yards of helium balloon fabric and almost 150 man-hours to construct this balloon. So that's one of the balloons that we have. We also have a 25-foot Christmas stocking, which of course is over 25 foot tall, filled with holiday goodies that are always everybody's favorite. And it requires over 1,000 cubic feet of helium for this balloon, and it takes 8+ handlers to float it down the parade route. So that's going to be great. We also have 2 13-foot Christmas ornaments that each ornament takes 600 cubic feet of helium and 600 linear yards of fabric to make it. It takes over 80 hours to construct this balloon. And really, to weld the material, to paint the giant balloon, it really is quite a process. And those are just a few of the balloons that they can expect this year in the holiday parade. That's
incredible. Boy, 1,000 cubic feet of helium for a single balloon.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, if we have some wind, the gingerbread man will be running as fast as it can.
Yes.
And it's hard. They're hard to hold down. It does require a whole team. Have you had a chance to march with one of the balloons in the past parade?
I have not had that opportunity. I've been setting them up and that kind of stuff, but I know it does take quite a few people, and Margaret's been with the walking the balloons before, and just to kind of maneuver them down through the streetlights and everything else, it does take a lot of handlers to get these things down the parade route.
Yeah, Margaret, is that one of your favorite activities, actually having to wrangle and handle the balloons as part of the parade?
Well, don't know that I would say it is my favorite activity, providing it is a calm day.
Yes.
But they are very mindful of the wind. But it is a great experience to float one of those balloons down the parade route.
Well, the first year that I was in office, we had the whole city staff out working and holding the balloons, and that was great. And of course, any parade couldn't be done without the support of the city. We've got a wonderful marketing team and parade manager. We have the fire department, which helps organize the parade. We've got our public works department, which does the cleaning and the pickup and the setup. So it's terrific. Thanks for letting us know what to expect. We'll talk more about some of the other activities. Okay. But Elise, it's not just the parade, is it? What we're doing is we're having this wonderful parade. Remember, it's noon on November 18th, so you can come down, enjoy the parade. The parade will probably take an hour and a half, something like that, 2 hours in that range. And then maybe you grab a bite to eat, and then we want you to go over to Strawberry Square. And if you haven't seen Strawberry Square lately, it's amazing. The new Rite Aid is bold and brilliant and beautiful. The Provisions grocery store, which opened, Fresa Bistro, one of my favorite places for food and fresh foods in the city, just to start, just at the entrance. And then you get inside, and it is as exciting as it's ever been. And I can't think of a better place for our ultimate special guest for the holiday parade. So Elise, you want to let us know who that's going to be?
Yes, absolutely. Santa Claus himself will bring up the rear of the parade in his carriage, and then guests are welcome to follow Santa Claus right back to Strawberry Square. He will take stock at his throne. Families, children, adults alike are all welcome to visit with Santa, take some photos with him, bring their wish list, tell him exactly what they want to see under their tree for Christmas. And we're also going to be giving out complimentary cookies and hot chocolate.
Can't beat it.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
wonderful.
So if it's a cold day that day, you're welcome to come back to Strawberry Square and warm up with a nice cup of hot cocoa and a fresh chocolate chip cookie.
And how did you manage to get Santa with his busy schedule this time of year? That's
Well,
an incredible coup.
Wait, we called the North Pole. His elves told us that he would actually be available on November 18th. We decorate Strawberry Square for Santa. This year we're going to have a really large tree right in the atrium of Strawberry Square. It'll be beautiful, bright, vibrant colors. So that was much more attractive for Santa to come and have a nice backdrop for his photos. So he'll be joining us right after he's finished with the route.
And I believe Buddy the Elf may be making a return appearance too?
This is exactly right.
Wow.
Yes, Buddy will be accompanying Santa throughout the parade route. And after they're done waving to all of their adoring fans and families, then they'll both come back to Strawberry Square to visit.
Oh, that sounds great. So that'll start at 3 o'clock that Saturday afternoon. Come on over. Everyone should come to Strawberry Square, warm up a little bit after having sat out for the parade, enjoy the hot chocolate, enjoy the cookies, and see all that Strawberry Square has to offer. Again, it's just so exciting, all the development that has happened there. And then when you think above your heads, you've got these wonderful new apartments, and it's very, very vibrant in the heart of the city. So congratulations.
Thank you. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you.
Yeah. So another thing I wanted to mention, people are always talking about parking, so we should talk about this. We're on a Saturday, so the meters are in effect. But remember, if you have the Park mobile app on your phone, which is easy to download, you will get 4 hours of free parking. And you can just put in the code LUVHBG. It shows up right in the app. It's not just as long as you have the app, it's easy to do. And you won't have to pay for meter parking if you use the Park mobile app. If you would rather park in a garage, there is a garage special, which is $10 for the whole time that you're in the downtown that day. You can park in the Market Square parking garage for $10 as a flat rate, and that's another option. So parking is affordable and abundant, and there should be plenty of places for that to happen. Another thing that we should mention, we mentioned all the great restaurants in the downtown, and that's terrific, but we also have, special for the parade, and only on parade day, a series of food trucks. And they are going to be located on Market Street, right near the beginning of the parade. And we'd encourage people to support them and try some of their foods. I know that the potato coop is going to be back. Has anyone here tried the potato coop at Capona or one of the others? This is the food truck which has French fries any way you could possibly want them, and it is spectacular. We've got the Pretzel Spot Cafe, Bountiful Feast. I mean, it's going to be really really good. So check out our food trucks as well. And Margaret, let's go back to you, and let's talk a little bit about maybe some of your favorite parade memories of past parades. Do you have some highlights, and what are you particularly looking forward to this year?
Well, my favorite part of the parade is the hot cocoa and the cookies.
That's a great way, especially if it's a chilly day. You want to end with the cocoa. And we should also note that then we will also be presenting the trophies at that time as well. So if you're a parent of somebody in one of the marching bands, or you want to learn who's won the prize, the only way to do that is to come to the trophy celebration.
And the trophies that you have this year are really very nice. And, whether that be
Okay.
for the dance
I'm gonna get one.
or step teams or for the
For the camera.
bands.
There you go.
I mean,
They have
those
the
are
holiday
nice.
parade logo right on them. This is the third place trophy. They become very dramatic, and this would be for the dance, step, and drill team trophy. So this trophy could be yours. Come out and see it.
We have done the balloons, and the balloons are amazing. And you're right, as long as the wind is not going, they're very nice. And we've also done floats, and one year
Yes.
we did win a prize for the float. So I do have some very good memories of working with coworkers on those floats, and also
Tell us about the float that you did that won a prize, because there will be floats as well this year. We've got over 70 entrants in this parade, so all of people's favorite things will be back. And I know floats are a traditional way of celebrating a holiday parade, and I think it's one of my favorite things to see the interesting floats.
Well, one year, I believe you had a world theme that year. And so we were able to find an inflatable giant globe that was the world globe. And we had someone from our facilities area help us create a ornament hook, so to speak, and put a device on that so the globe would spin. So we decorated that in a winter scene with flags from all over the world on the perimeter of the float, and that went down the streets following the balloon. It was really a great experience.
Well, this year's theme is a season of giving, very appropriate for the holiday season. So we'll see how different folks that have floats in the parade are going to adapt and work towards that theme. Todd, do you have a favorite parade memory from one of the past, or what do you look forward to on parade day every year?
I really look forward to the day itself. I mean, people start to show up in downtown before 8 o'clock to get their favorite spots, and a lot of them are by where the judges are going to be judging the bands, because everybody stops, and the step teams and the dance teams. I think that's great to see people showing up that early. And I think just the overall setup of the parade, once it steps off at noon, to see all the groups as they come, to see how creative the floats are, all the bands, and really the camaraderie between everybody there, because we stage a lot of people on City Island and the Market Street Bridge. So as you go through there and see everyone as they get in the lineup, I think that's pretty exciting. And then also, I think just the balloons, I think, are always my favorite. To see the types of balloons and to see those go down 2nd Street, I think that's one of the big highlights that I always look forward to. In addition to all the floats that we have, and of course with the theme this year, people do get very creative with that. So.
Yeah, that'll be great. I'm also looking forward to some favorites. I like the Shriners are back this year. We have miniature vehicles. We've got horses, a wonderful opportunity to see animals in the parade. Some of the local fire departments will be out there, a good opportunity to support them, and as they're trying to get back to the community. So it's all part of the holiday parade theme, a season of giving. Elise, do you have a favorite parade memory, or something that you're particularly looking forward to in addition to Santa Claus?
Sure. I think this is my fourth or fifth parade in the city of Harrisburg. One of my favorite things, I always personally walk through the crowds of the parade kind of before it gets started, like Todd mentioned, and kind of interact with the families, invite them personally back to Strawberry Square to enjoy their cookie, cocoa, award ceremony, and Santa. It's always really fun and joyful to see the families and kind of, share in their joy as they're, anticipating the parade. And as the parade gets started, it's really fun to watch them enjoying themselves and just have this great sense of community in the downtown for this event. One of my other favorite aspects is, of course, Santa. I mean,
Yep.
who doesn't enjoy Santa? We also have entertainment back at Strawberry Square. We've done a couple of different things. This year, we're going to try something a little bit different. We've got a set of vinyl DJs that are coming through, and they're going to be playing a fun mix of new and old holiday music. So it'll be
fun.
a little bit reminiscent, but maybe also some pop type of songs for the younger crowd among us. So I think it's really going to be a fun time this year.
Okay, well, I hope everyone watching at home is as excited as we are. I hope you'll come join us downtown in the city of Harrisburg here on November 18th at noon. Remember, the parade will start promptly at noon. You can park at the meters for free using the Park Mobile app. You can park for a flat $10 rate in the Market Street parking garage. You can come down, find your favorite place, bring chairs, as many people do, bring blankets if it's a chilly day, camp out, enjoy the downtown merchants, have an opportunity afterwards at 3 o'clock to see Santa Claus and to see all the wonderful, amazing things that have been happening at Strawberry Square. Again, I want to thank our sponsors. I want to thank especially PSECU for their continued support, the Downtown Improvement District for all that they do, and Harristown for its constant vision, which is, we joke, keeps me busy all the time with all the ribbon cuttings that are going on there on a regular basis. I also want to thank the Hershey-Harrisburg Regional Visitors Bureau. They have provided the city with a marketing budget, which helps us get the word out about the holiday parade, print exciting cards like this one that remind people of the date and bring them downtown. I also want to thank Belco and Turkey Hill Mini Markets, and they are community sponsors and back again supporting this year's holiday parade. So we're very excited. Hope to see you downtown. I'll be there. I won't be a celebrity judge, but I'll be helping to MC the floats as they come by. We'll leave the judging to the media experts. And it's important because you're going to get to see all these great marching bands. You're going to be able to support those music programs, and you're going to have a wonderful time during this holiday season. Truly a season of giving. Thank you for watching the 25th anniversary of Word in the Burg. We'll be back and see you in 2018.